Blackstone Audio presents The Cane Creek Regulators, a frontier story by Johnny D. Boggs. This book is read by Flosnik. For Walter Edgar. 1766. Chapter 1. Emily ran. She wanted to scream but didn't think she had enough breath. Besides, what was the use? Hours earlier she had crossed Spring Branch and travelled so far down the Cherokee path that when the renegade surprised her, no one back in 96 could have heard her. Even the warblers and grasshopper sparrows that had been singing that morning had flown away. The three men had startled her, silently appearing from behind a giant Oglethorpe oak on the other side of the trail. Two wore beards and greasy buckskins, while the other was clean-shaven, all dangerous. All carried hatchets and knives in their belts, and each held a rifle. "She's a devilish good piece," the one with the leather eye patch had said. When they surprised her, Emily had been on her knees beside a ditch, filling a tin pail with blueberries. She had almost screamed, but the fat man with the blubbery cheeks had brought a finger to his lips, smiling, telling her, "Keep your breath to cool your porridge." That had stopped her from crying out. That and the fact that the third man, the tall dark one donning a ribbon shirt and calico turban of the Cherokees, had tossed his long rifle to eye patch, and slowly, noiselessly moved toward her, his eyes as hypnotic as a rattlesnake's. They could be long hunters, merely on their way to the tavern at 96, she tried to tell herself, but Emily knew better. "Ain't you the moon-eyed hen?" The Cherokee had broken the silence, flashed her a black-toothed grin while unbuckling the belt that held his knife and hatchet. Eye Patch and Blubber Cheeks had laughed, which is when she overcame her paralysis, grabbed the pail, and flung it, blueberries and all, into the Cherokee's face. As soon as the pail left her hands, before she even heard the pail strike and the Indian cuss, she had gathered her legs, leaped across the ditch, and fled into the woods. Into the timbers, dodging hardwood trees, crushing saplings under her feet, feeling the briars and brambles rip at her dress, her skin. A branch knocked off her bonnet, and she felt a trickle of blood run through her blonde hair. Her lungs burned. She bent over, kept moving, turning and spinning, deeper into the forest, leaping over rotting trees, over a sinkhole, dashing to nowhere. Emily knew her mistake. She should have stayed on the Cherokee path, headed back to Spring Branch north and west to 96, where she would have—
Sample complete. Ready to continue?